Now, oops, that's not actually what I wanted to do. Right, so the aim of the game is to sort out the mess left behind by my mother when she went off to join the Knights Templar. Yes, someone should pass me a cable so that I can spit on the TV. I've already nicked the Empire of Francia back from my brother.
And all the other empires he got.
And all his little wizards, yes. So next up is my other brother.
And you've nicked all the stuff off your other older brother, haven't you? Oh no, okay. I thought you'd done the Arabian Empire.
Yes.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he died while an emperor. Yes.
Yes.
Hence he's still labelled as an emperor, even though he is actually a dead emperor, a dead former emperor.
Yes. So right, and there seems to be a few separate kingdoms that have spoiled out.
Yes,
like
it doesn't quite seem to have landed as we might have expected.
But yes. So right. Anyway, I'm going to go to war with my other brother. Oh no! I need an extra 100 piety to, fight someone who's defending against heathens. Wow. Right. So where is your stuff? Your stuff is there. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay. Not embargo, I want press all claims. Right.
Do not press this claim again.
Oh, look. Alright, everyone's called into the war because mysteriously my threat is really quite high.
Is there any magic thing that happens when the game's time's shortly about to end? Like everyone attacks you all at once to see if you can take it?
No.
Well, what happened is that Triffon's mother went and abdicated, went off to join the
Knights Templar.
Knights Templar.
She's now dead.
But not until after she had divided up her empire between her 4 sons.
Yeah.
So, yes. So that's what happens in that Verity caused it to happen.
Yeah.
Because there was a run away and join the Knights Templar button.
And we wondered what would happen,
What would happen if
we pressed the button.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't sure that... Okay. Yes. Anyway, because because I was in the middle of a crusade and I didn't know what was going to happen with regards to my son, who was going to inherit, whether he would get the benefits of the crusade or not, whether he would take over or not. I created a load of empires because I didn't know whether my son was going to have enough money and prestige to do this. But fortunately, I won the crusade, so I would have been able to do it anyway. When it gets to about 1452, I should go on a duchy creating spree. So, Mr. Bond, Scandinavia, you say. Let's zoom in a bit. Who have we got in our pockets? Let's see. We have 17,000 troops here. We have 22,000 troops there. We have approximately 2 troops and so okay, that's about Abyssinia. Let's not raise Abyssinia Mostly because it's actually just too big for everything. You don't get to go over there. Okay, off we go. And off we go with a side order of going. Where the fuck are these places? Where's Dachina? Alright, it's you again. Right. Well, let's try raising our troops up here. And seeing if there is still a war by the time they've marched through India. Right, let's march the Armenian army over there. No, hang on. Split you in half, you idiot features. Pause. Split in half. Select. March in there. You get to march in there. Right, okay. Yes, thank you for saying our holding there is under siege. I know our holding there is under siege. There's not a lot I can do about it because it's a long way away from everything. Off we start. Oh, someone left the defensive pact against me, that's nice.
Gosh, seems to work.
Now this is the exciting bit where I wait for people to turn up at the relevant places.
I think it needs Hoover during your game and distract people.
It will be quite weird. And noisy.
You wouldn't want to get into full of dust.
State. Right. So you've arrived somewhere and you can't do anything about it. Why are you one of my commanders? And I'll come back to this question. Actually, let us just check that I don't have any especially terrible commanders.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and that's while we're marching across the everything, and as people have started to get there. So, you've arrived there. Fine, let's find you someone with speed boots to go and fight. So you've arrived there. That's 5.5 fort, but you're quite a small army. So, I guess you get to sit there for a bit. Right. Okay. So, you walk you north. Right, you will have, however, a 5.5 fort. Let's okay. Yes, I'm going to have to probably go after Kazaria at some point, because that does not appear to be owned by my brothers. Oh good lord, I've got another daughter. That's a bit of a pain. I shall have to try not to die in the next...
A fairly small number of opportunities to die.
It's true, most of them are around leading troops. Why exactly are there fireworks? Oh, it's High New Year. That explains things.
Sounds like the city at the end of the pub.
Hmm?
Presumably buried it.
Okay. We've arrived over there, which is nice. So, somewhere over here, oh yes. That's where we are. Right. Okay.
For state casting, you should go to a small troop. You choose your top two. Because I reasoned that if I just said top one, that your choice and probably Alex's choice and probably Claire's choice would be kind of determined by Land Rover's Formula 1 cars and giant purple space guns.
we're down to a mere -3 war score. Right, okay. It's all looking okay. We've there. Let's glue together. It's 6.54, so you're just going to have to sit down and think about it. Right. Okay, positive war score already. There, you're attacking people there. Where did I leave those guys? That's one of life's great questions. Not that far west. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find them eventually. Okay. Go. 9% war score. %war score. Right, let's go to West Robothnia. Wherever West Robothnia is. Okay. Right. Right. I'm doing the thing. Oops, I probably should have put someone in charge of that army. Oh well. So, get back over there and get besieging things. Yes, you're doing what we expected you to do. Viz. Yeah, I probably should have put someone in charge of that army too. But, you know. Have I put anyone in charge of that army? No. Oh well. State, really. Hopefully that's not going to be big enough to screw up my war score. Right, you've arrived in West Bothnia. Okay.
I tried to send an email and my mail card crashed at the minute of sending it and it succeeded.
Oh dear.
So I've sent it again to Verity, and if it turns out you received it twice, then sorry about that, and it's not an attempt at actual fraud. I'll pretend not to have seen Ben's vote.
What? Did I accidentally CC you?
No, you mailed me and CC Verity.
So... well, I carefully deleted all the other recipients. But apparently only didn't delete them from both fields.
State.
So I've had an electoral fraud and Ben's had an electoral stoat.
Electoral fraud?
He was... Well, he sent the email twice, because...
Oh, right, okay, sorry, I was busy, I'm going straight, yeah, okay.
You weren't listening to me having an electoral problem because you were being distracted by electoral problems.
Yes, I was being distracted trying to remember which song the Nine Inch Nails song was, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Right, 17% ore score.
I don't think it's sausages.
It's true, and I can't do laundry because the washing machine's broken.
I can't either, because the washing machine's broken.
I've got a week worth of
Well,
socks left.
I did get the thing today that said that they'd posted the thing,
The mix of the journaling.
or that they've processed the order.
In explaining this, you can resort to filling it with vinegar and seeing if that helps.
It's true,
Right.
but I'm not quite that desperate yet.
Me neither. The real extreme is you could come round to my house, you've got a washing machine and take it home to dry.
That's
also an option.
Transporting wet clothes in this weather, not...
You've got Tommy Garland down in
I technically own one, but I've not tried to use it in many years.
Oh, you have that normally then?
Yes.
Do you just have a sort of set of places you can hang things?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I've got enough t-shirts to last me until probably next year.
Yes.
I have a lot of t-shirts.
My problem is that, yeah, I mean, I do need to wash things fairly regularly because sweat irritates my eczema, and I am running short of cold weather things. I have lots of tops and things, but most of them are slightly too chilly for what one actually would like, given the weather.
I find that I'm wearing several t-shirts, one for each leg, one you know what's going on. I do have a boxer with my old 32-inch or even 31-inch waist jeans. I don't think they'll fit me anymore.
You can try fitting a quart into a pint pot, but I'm not sure it will avail much. Right, so having routed that army, let's put you to sleep again because you're far too big and I don't know what I'm doing with you. Right, anyway, so you've finished besieging that thing. What are you besieging now? Right, okay, let's click through all the messages saying I pulled people out of their hiding holes.
Well, I just thought I'd stick a leg through each, through a t-shirt, sort of pull them up so the neck's around my thigh, and that'll do. Might work. Of course, I'm assuming that Ian can hear me at this point. I got knees though. My knees can count as the arms.
That's
There are
true.
lots of knees.
More than the usual number, certainly.
I can hear you.
Apparently there's a skrunking aardvark around here.
I've been small corvid.
There's a small corvid, is there? Oh, holy war, excellent. Well done. That vassal. Excellent. Damn it. I have no idea where that army was. But I probably accidentally... Right, okay, I guess it's you, not... Get back to besieging.
Definitely is another word for earmuffs.
Yes, it's true.
We've got 50% more score.
40%
Go
less. Blop. Blop, blop, blop. Oh, you with these moves. No, let's not do that. Do not jet the PDF.
Okay, so maybe put someone in charge of here. You. Get it there. Right, I've won a siege somewhere.
You just hope that is not Kanji.
Oh dear. Oh god. You moved on from it being wrong about music to it also being wrong about character sets. Seems like well, I mean, this feels like the first step on diverging infinite regress. Fine, I'm not trying to correct Discogs. I'm merely trying to cross-link Discogs and music brands.
Right, let's invest in more tolerance, which is very important.
It took me a while to work out that you hadn't squeezed Kvefe into there as well.
I must admit that occurred to me afterwards, actually.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. No one's asked that question. Oh.
Okay, that's an interesting place for you to be. I seem to remember something interesting is happening here. Oh yes, that's it. Ooh, is that a peace altar? We surrender, I gain the thing, I gain the thing, I gain the thing, and I gain the thing. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Let's unpause and make it the 5th of March and let's zoom out. So, we still have Khazaria and Lithuania, but I might be forced to go after something else because I have a horrible... Who is the Khan of Khazaria? It's not my brother. Oh, I can probably go to war with him then. Brilliant. So, I have too many vassals. I also got quite a lot of kingdoms. I mean, empires. Yeah, okay, my monthly prestige gain is nearly 85 a month. That's quite disturbing. Right. Vassals. Well, I can't give you those, but I might be able to give you the Duchy of Arabia. Right, there you are. One do of Arabia. Well, you don't get the Empire of Hispania, so piss off. Alright. Well, you desire a lot of empires, don't you?
Fitting a question across a page boundary is bad. Having the question on one page and the hint for the question top of the next page is particularly bad, because it looks like the question's finished. And then you should over and you go, oh, there's a hint. You bought that question.
The Empire of Francia. Our survey says, ha ha ha, long no. You want an empire, but you also want a duchy, so I can probably arrange that you have control of.
I have control.
But you don't get control of the duchy because I think they're probably having a war. But you do get an extra vassal. Alright, well, you're not very happy, are you? So, let's go through some vassal transference policies. I assume that actually transferring vassalage was a complicated thing in which, you know, you had to get both sides together and one would release the vassal and then the other would do the vassal gaining thing. But
that sounds dangerous. What's surely a race condition? Yes, which the vassal can escape in between.
well, I think
you want to do it more like house purchase, where there's some complicated prior exchange of contracts, and then it all.
I think usually you do just get the release, and then, you know.
So I would have expected that it would require the consent of at least the person to whom vassalage is being transferred, and possibly of the vassal.
Yes, well, normally you get the consent of the vassal because the vassal has to swear to the new lord.
Yes.
So there is a kind of inbuilt thingy there going on there. Well, you want a lot of things, don't you?
I think you remember Katrina telling me once that there had been a revamp of marriage law in the 18th century, such that when you swear your wedding vow, it's implicitly conditional on the other one, so that the person who swears first doesn't end up in a bind in strange failure cases. So clearly there ought to be something there where you can swear vassalage to your new lord, despite not having been released yet, and it's implicitly or explicitly conditional on as and when the release happens.
I think it actually has to be the other way around. You have to get your release first before you can swear fealty to a new lord. There are, I think, a few edge cases around the church, but
Good.
oh, Pope. Ooh, right, we're getting down to sensible numbers of vassals again. So, Mr. Bond.
Is Galvatron's spaceship from the film. Fine. It's just a spaceship, it doesn't do anything. And so companies would release this thing, okay, and because it's purple, it transforms into shockwave, which makes no sense at all. But also, they called it purple potato. It's just called purple potato. So it's a spaceship, but it's turned into shockwave for no reason, and it's called purple potato.
Right, so
I now picture Galvatron flying into Shockwave's coronation and going, so how are you? Because I'm a potato. But it doesn't. You shouldn't be Shockwave.
dismiss armies. Dismiss armies. You can't be dismissed yet. You can't be dismissed yet. You're in the wrong place. You can be dismissed. You can be dismissed. You can be dismissed. As indeed can you. Okay, so what about 22,000? Who can't be dismissed? You lot can be dismissed. You can be dismissed. I can stop you there. You lot need to march over there before I can dismiss you. I need to find where you lot have got to. You're still in shattered retreat to over there. You can be dismissed. You can be dismissed. You can be dismissed. Okay. Dismiss you. So as soon as I've dismissed everyone, I can go to war with Lithuania and then raise everyone again. I'm going to war with Lithuania because although it covers less area, it's probably a much more well populated.
Well, you could see, yes, you could check by, for instance, what the size of their relative armies is.
That's true. So that's certainly
Yeah,
true.
it's not the only measure.
So they've got like
6,000.
6,000 and Khazaria has 8,000. Okay, maybe I should go after Khazaria then. Aquitanian Holy Roman de Jure War. Okay. Good. That's the kind of thing I like to see.
Hang on. What is this tier 6 as in being in tier 4? Is this a different tiering system?
I suppose it's different.
I was thinking I don't recall going past tier 5.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what tier anything is anymore.
Okay.
Dismiss you.
That makes some sense then.
Dismiss you. And dismiss you. I'm just doing the income generating part of the post-war whatnot. So we're down to military being raised, right. Kazara is going to be a bit of a pain because it is very widely distributed. Still, nothing ventured, nothing stoated. Let's go to war with Kazari. Oh.
Do you not actually have any useful claims against Kazari?
Oh no,
You've got a claim on behalf of a convenient Count Brock.
my brother who hates me.
Your brother who hates... Oh, right. So Khazaria have managed to get itself independent of one of the empires.
Yeah.
But your brother still has a claim on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's try this again. There. So, where are we actually trying to invade? Abyssinia. Oh, England. Get in there. Split in half. Unit. Cancel. Lithuania is not one of mine. Well, let's see where we get to. Let's see if we can recruit a good academy here. Oh, no. No. Right, now the tedious bit where everyone gets into position. occurs to me that I actually know far more about the tactics of ships in the Age of Sail than I do of, large armies in the Middle Ages, particularly the early Middle Ages. Yeah. Yes, well, I mean, the thing is, compared to everything else, lots of the people writing Age of Sail novels have quite good grasp of, of the tactics. Do I have anything remotely nearby I can raise? No.
In my head, I still feel that behind the scenes videos, which are contradicting terms. As soon as you make a video of them, half of the scene.
Yes.
I think there should be some more hot water. Otherwise I'm going to sit here and have a tickly cough evermore. Right. You've arrived there, you're besieging 5.5 fort. You've arrived there, you're not besieging that, but some mates are coming in soon. Right. You get to go over there. Okay. Right, so we've arrived here and we have a 5.5 fort to besiege. Yay, everybody's... Well, 5.5 forts are okay, we can assault them. Down to a mere minus 1% war score. Woohoo. So, you're besieging there. Can probably send someone up there at some point. No. Okay. Right, you go over there. You go over there. You get to be the salty one over there. You go right there. Protect people. You're right there. Fighting people. Right, okay. Luckily you're not fighting many people, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Right, you stay there.
Don't disengage from that battle.
No, I'm not disengaging from that battle.
Well, I suppose that would be a good test to see whether it does actually work when you do that.
It does.
Even if
doesn't-
you are on the verge of winning.
Pretty sure it does. I mean, I haven't tried disengaging when I've been on the verge of winning, because
Because that would be silly. Well, I'm sure there are plenty of circumstances where you actually have some reason why you want to leave an army behind. Like you're carefully tuning these two armies to be two armies that are both opposed to you and to each other, so that they're the same size and will annihilate.
so you right there. You aren't besieging there. Yeah, one of my relatives have left the defensive pact against me. More stooped then. Pretty much. Okay, you arrived there. And oh, I wonder where you arrived. Let's just check. 5.54. Okay. Right, you are here. Glue you lot together and sit you down for a little wait. Right, you are there and we're waiting. Let's wander over there. Pretty sure no harm can come of it.
What is that character? Is it Schwa?
Is it a sort of upside down
Can't
E?
see. Isn't that a Schwa?
If it's an upside down E, it's a schwa.
Okay. I think it's small enough that it could be a very small capital feature. Because obviously that's what one does.
Oh, yes. It's just occurred to me to check. So,
There aren't many small cats anywhere. I'm not even sure there's a complete battery downstairs. So probably not, because they're probably not used for anything semantic. So they're considered
it's quite hard to tell which of these things are mine, because now I've got like 8 million different Empire things. I mean, they're probably mostly mine. That's definitely not.
do they not appear under the arms of your primary title?
No, because that's the arms of Francia, which I definitely have.
Oh, right, yes. Unicode contains 6 Greek small capital letters. Gamma, Lambda, Pi, Rho, Psi, and Omega.
What is this?
That's slightly surprising. For extra points, 5 of them are in the 1D2 Mumble area, and the last one is AB65. Because who said this system had to make sense?
Oh yes, we had the couple earlier.
Is there a kettle? Because I'm suffering a tiny bit of everything being dry and cold.
So you're going to be a sec.
So, arrange marriage thingy and my court. Okay. Okay.
State 1.
So we're at 56%.
Mm-hmm.
Technically we want a battle, I guess. Right, either right there you're doing something. So let's at least move you over closer to the action. Okay. Besieging things still tedious. We'd just like to report on this. problem with the very fragmented empires is it does make it difficult to know which armies you've raised where. So you're there. You can assault that pathetic excuse about holding. Right, we need more time over there. You can, yeah. You, sorry, can stay there. You get to go there. You're still going over there. Excellent, right. I will say that the Crusader epithet is still quite boring.
That one time ago, yes. It's always boom.
You get to go over there. Right, so siege. How are we doing on this siege? So we're at 77% war score. Good.
I think I should have a CK2 in another phobia monk.
The excitement just never stops. Right, so off we start.
Was it purple?
No.
But it might slowly eventually use Ben's decision about whether to which potatoes to use for roasting. Like gradually use potatoes.
A peace altar. We surrender. Right, let's accept. Right. Let's unpause for one day. And now, to allow the signals caused by tormenting a small monarch to be, transmitted. Right, quite a lot of this turns out to have been Kumania, which is the other title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Stoats, I say.
Because of course you couldn't claim both titles on your own behalf.
Indeed.
Because that's like, you couldn't claim both titles because they were not on your own behalf.
Indeed.
So you can't regain the whole of the former empire.
No.
Well,
not in the time available, because...
not without a truthbreaker penalty.
Not without a truthbreaker penalty. And I've got... This would be a really big one, because I've got quite a lot of truce now. I mean, I've... Prestige, that's the word I'm looking for. Not truce. State. Okay. You can go there. Yes, for most other things I've probably got the problem that most people are in the defensive pact, so I can only go to war against them one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so how many troops do we think we've got raised? Well, that's one more troops than I thought I had kicking around here. So, Mr. Bond, where the fuck are they all? Dismiss you. Did I raise a hand down here? No. State. Right. On the plus side, I've now got to work out where slightly less than 100,000 troops are. On the minus side, it's still like basically I don't know where 100,000 troops are. You know, essentially. Dismiss. Yeah, takes us down to 3. Dismiss you, that takes us down some more. Right, yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Converted you to Christianity, that's good. Apart from the brief blip yesterday when accidentally we were converting places to Fraticellum. Right, we're down to a mere 15,000 troops raised, which is actually like a semi-plausible number. Right, it sounds like a drink.
Boom, boom.
So, well, we've got a reasonable amount of prestige by taking back the places that are left behind. There's an awful lot of Camarnia left. Should have gone after Camarnia. Oh well. Just as soon as these guys sort themselves out in India, because I think that's the last remaining one as they meander down. Yeah, there they are. And then I can go towards Lithuania. Probably. If I can't get towards Lithuania, I'm sure I can get towards someone. Like the Holy Roman Empire. Let's take time a bit higher as my army gently meanders its way through India. Nearly there. Right. Dismiss you. Lithuania. Queen of Lithuania. Ah, we've got the problem that she's Queen of Lithuania, Poland, Pomerania, Novgorod, etc.
You don't have claims. You don't have claims. You only have a convenient claimant.
I only have convenient claimants. So, like this time, let's just see which bits we've got claimants for. So we can claim Estonia, which is actually a pretty small blue bit. Everybody and their pet hamster has a claim to Estonia.
What hamster is Estonia?
That's a very good question. Lithuania looks more plausible.
That's right. My brain tried desperately hard, and then with the Chernobyl, sort of like Chernobyl crossover, and I thought, no, that's to stop saying that and stop thinking about it at all.
Yeah.
Because it isn't even in there.
Like, Novgorod gets me that, which, you know, isn't terrible. What about Poland? Poland's okay. Pomerania is distinctly weedy. Let's try and find Lithuania. Preferably Lithuania. Right, okay, you'll do. You're landed and you're not too old. Oh look, everyone and their mates has joined in for some completely unaccountable reason. Why are you there? What I want is the blue outlining telling me which bit is Lithuania. Alright, fine. I'd just like to point out I'm completely astonished. I am starting this war with 0 war score. This hasn't happened for a while, as it's technically known.
What's the normal starting war score?
The normal starting war score is indeed 0. It's just that the last few wars I've been in have started with usually me having, but sometimes the other person having, substantial negative war score at the start, which you can get if one of your vassals is already occupying territory in the disputed territory, for instance, or they're
one of your vassals is at war with your target, and your target has already occupied some of your territory.
Indeed.
Because they were at war with your vassal.
That's the one.
And suddenly that territory also counts against the war score in your war. Because, well, it's rather hard to tell who they were capturing those things in on behalf
That's the
of.
one. Oh, good.
You falling down the well? No.
What?
Why did you fall down 30-foot well?
Why are you falling down?
Did you just fall down the well?
Yes.
Not as such. I was just fidgeting. Other things that I wanted to do. It's more of the things that I wanted to do.
You're oozing, apparently. Gosh.
Classic scene.
I know. You're still oozing. It's more disturbing.
Okay, let's just sort that holding. Right, positive raw score already. Oh no, sorry. Mute.
Pink Beast, after you snoozed. Oh damn, I was about to tell him about Passage of Golubria. Or Golubria. Or Golubria.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, I
Okay.
know what that is.
I'm guessing this is in response to talking to roguelike.
Well, maybe.
I would guess so, yes. Knowing what I do about how it works, although to be fair, it's not a spell I've ever used myself.
It's a spell that creates two portals you can walk into to be teleported between.
Exquisite.
So, how far is that pertain?
Right, see you on the Sunday.
Money? Yeah,
Where
okay.
it's possible there'll be less snooze.
I won't be. Marking analysis all weekend. Oh look, at that second analysis worker right for me. Hooray!
Well, that's it.
It's from Sylvia.
If you will go on teaching analysis,
Farewell.
welcome.
I think some of today's are quite fun. But some of the work are fun. Some of the still badges.
And yeah, I appear to be out of command again. Do I have anyone good? I suppose you'll do. Okay. So we're at 22% more score. They're frantically trying to gather together an army of Sunstone. So you've arrived there, you're besieging 6.5 fort. We will see you in a week or so. Right, glue you lot together. Let's not assault that holding. Okay. So what's the limit there? Right. Well, I'll think of something. You've arrived there, and we're fighting people. You've arrived there, we're not fighting people, we are sitting down. Okay, so you've arrived there, and you've arrived there, right, fine. Okay, let's sit back over to Western Europe. Aha. Let's apply army glue. Now stick together some people like you, and send you over there. Why have I lost war score? Bloody India, I can't get there. I'm just going to have to win the war in Europe. Or something like that. Damn it, I'm out of speed boots. Let's put in someone boring and hope that they gain speed boots by marching them back and forth across Europe. This is pretty traditional. Right, so river crossing. Let's assault that. And go back to observing battle. Let's assault that. And go back to watching our battle. Okay. Fine. No. Excuse me, we're busy. You lot go there. You lot stay where you are and win the goddamn battle. Or try to anyway. I realise they've just thrown in some more troops, but you know, we do still have a fairly considerable advantage. At least because I've put some good commanders in and their centre has kind of exploded. Right there. Right, well, the Byzantine Empire gets ever smaller.
Is there any of it left?
I think technically there is. Yeah, they've got about 5 counties, that one. I know that. So, Adrianopolis, Traianopolis, and Arta, that island one, this island one, and that island one. So they've got about 6 counties left. So, you know, it could be worse. It could be an awful lot better for them. somewhere. You've arrived here where there's a couple of forts for us to besiege. From a fort. Okay, from the Hungarian Empire, whatever. Not a lot we can do about that from here. So that needs some stuff. Okay, good. Everyone needs a refresher on building siege weapons.
Siege pom-poms.
Yep.
Pom-pom. Okay, astonishingly we won that. Right, okay, let's put some people in here and hope they survive long enough for this lot to get there. Someone to put in charge of you. Yes, that's what we expected. Just hoping we can hang on long enough for these guys to get there. Because there's about 8 million sieges that we're just about to complete as well. Right, okay.
because this is Lithuanian Revolt. Very under siege. Mainz is under siege, you say. Right, we'll finish that siege and then go and say hello to them. Right, so anyway. Right, we're not even slightly ready yet. States. Okay, English army right there, that's nice. Sending trip over there, right there, and we need more time. 6 days, 9 days. Okay. Right. Right, peace otter.
Oh, surrender.
Yes. Right. Might as well take that.
Yes, as long as it's not from one of your own vassals, it's not really a vassal.
So, those are all duchies. So let's make it to the 4th of December. Switch back to Sensible Realms View so that I can disband everyone.
So that you can declare another war?
Yeah. Is that mine? Oh, that's not mine. Right. If you go over there. Right. So. God, I can't find anything in this ginormous sea of pink. You lot. So you're going to stop there. You lot need to go over there. Need to lay it over there. 6,000 troops raised. Do I have the slightest idea where most of them are? Right, okay, that's a slightly less worrying number.
You mean it only has 5 digits?
It's the one. Hey, it's quite a bit less than you know, than 100,000. So you've arrived in Lower Silesia. You've arrived where that is. You've arrived there. You've arrived there. Okay. Right, we're down below 50,000 now. That's quite good. What can be disbanded? So, 28,000 troops. Disband. Disband. Down to a mere 11,000. Okay, well, I think I know where they are now. Disband you lot. Right, and I think then I've got 10,000 troops raised, which I don't anymore. Right. So, what have we got? I have a weak claim on a random duchy that's a long way from anything. A weak claim on another random duchy that's a long way from anywhere and that's also mostly mine. And some random crap. Right, good. So, what have we got in our pockets?
Look like Finland is still...
Yeah, Finland's just a duchy.
Oh, right.
So... let's just check my threat. Yeah, okay, basically everyone's going to. So I can declare war on the Holy Roman Empire. Right. Do not be deluded by the number of kingdom claims because I can't take them because I've got a treaty.
Because they're all the two people who already have treaties.
Yeah. So. Let's go and see what we can claim. Mostly skimming here looking for anyone with a duchy level claim.
Not very helpful.
Not very helpful. I get 100 prestige for it. Oh, no, I don't. Alberic gets 100 prestige. Right, so I can claim Canton, which is somewhere over here. I'll get there eventually. Okay, so Canton is... whoops! Stop it. A small smudge somewhere in not modern day Germany. Pomerania. That's not unreasonable, but a bit titchy. No, okay, Pomerania it is. It's the least stoaty one. To claim Pomerania. You've called everyone to the war. Brilliant. Right, that was a lot of clicking.
You or my jaw?
Both. It occurs to me that really this game shouldn't end on the 1st of January 1543. It should either end on the date of the sacking of Constantinople or on the quarter day. You know, the 25th of March, when the new year would actually have started. Anyway, I'm going to try and do as close as blitzkrieg as possible on the Holy Roman Empire again.
Yes, it's sort of according to Wikipedia, more on the 29th of May 1453.
Well, we're coming up to 1452, so any minute now I should create 1,000,000 duchies and give them away. Because I can't hold that many duchies all at once. Well, that's nice, dear. There was someone saying they'd collected armies to pursue their claim by force. Thing is, if you came up to me and said, "Look, I'm getting bored now.
I've got this claim. Would you like to do something with it?"
Yes. I mean, you know, if it's a boring claim, I might well turn them down. But you know, if it's at least as good as what I was planning to do anyway. Actually, let's, in fact, pause. Watch you lot in there. Right. Right, you do have more form. Why don't you like me? Okay. Well, I can fix some of that.
Don't you want to go nice one?
I do, but I've got too many held duchies, so, you know. Right, and I don't have too many held duchies. Right, off you get a bunch of vice royalties. But not, and this is important, Swabia. Right. Let's transfer any vassals that have popped out. Now let's have a moment while I go. Swap by inverse rank. Scroll down for a week until I actually. Despot of Songe ranks less highly than the Count of Uri? What?
That'd be confused.
It does, doesn't it? Anyway, right. So. Vassalage. That's more like it. Okay. Right, well, I'm now at least not getting a penalty for having far too many vassals, but let's see if I can rationalise a bit more. Having pressed his claim hasn't overruled his other reasons to hate me. Okay, now we're getting to more like sensible things. Sticks. Okay. Right, let's besiege. La la la. Let's turn time off a bit. Because I'm besieging 6.5 forts and it's boring. Where have I lost that? Where's Merv? Right. terribly sorry. But did you think that you were going to do anything?
I think the dates skip straight from 28th of February to the 1st of March. 1452 was a leap year.
Oh, but did they know it was a leap year? It wasn't a leap year under the Gregorian relevant calendar.
Yes, I checked Wikipedia
Julian.
because I don't trust my ability to do things, but
It was actually hard to have the guards.
yes, that's true. And 1400 is a very nice number. But yes, 1452 was a leap year starting on a Saturday. So there should have been the 29th of February in the Julian calendar. I mean, it's only centuries that vary.
Did it skip from Monday when the right
Well,
day?
it isn't giving days of the week anyway.
Doesn't do anything very
But
Hang on.
There might be a big strong step left of our situation.
Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Big strong step. Good news, people there.
That's quick.
Oink, oink.
Okay. Here's the state.
Smooth.
Let's disband. Raise you there. We don't have quite so far to walk. Right. Oh, we're up to 10% full score. Oh, there's someone who's coming to attack me. Or are they going to manage to attack before, and this is important, time ends? No. Obviously, of course, I have no idea that time is going to end. And I am not in any way optimising for that. Well, they were steps. Well, off we go next door to take them off them. Having imprisoned, pulled lots of people out of their hiding holes, I know how to imprison them all. Right, off we go, 17% more score. So that's still a thingy. Let's assault you. You are in there. Yep, alright, and Nuremberg, which is at 6.5 watt, so I can't assault you either. Right, very good. Right, put out a 51% war score. No, you, stay there. You lot, go over there. Honestly. Right, you're besieging somewhere on the south coast. There might be palm trees.
What's Margaret doing in Italy?
It's one of life's great questions, yes. Sitting down in Weimar. And you've got that, excellent. Right, so we're at 57% war score. Question is, at what point do we get an otter from the Holy Roman Empire? Have we lost control of somewhere? Oh, somewhere inconvenient. Fine, I'll just, besiege faster. So, you're not besieging anything. I think I shall go back over there and then put you to sleep again. Could be fine. You do all of those things. Okay, that's 7.5 fort. That's just a question of sitting around there and waiting for something to happen. It almost looks as if it could make something happen. So in fact you're going to Augsburg, are you? Well, I think I bring that big army down there, because 15,000 against 15,000 seem dangerously, like one side might not guarantee a big win. So let's all go there into some nice hilly terrain where I will have a defensive advantage. We have 99% war score and a peace otter.
Oh.
Alright, we accept the stuff. Right, only one. No, you're in the papacy, I can just disband you. You not can in fact get back to Aquitaine. You not can go over there. You not can hop back home. Can I just dismiss you, or do I have to wait a bit? I can dismiss you. Right. So, where are people going to over here? We're going home anyway. Okay. So, how many people have I got raised? 105,000. Seems a lot. I suppose in fact it is a lot. That's why it's a lot. This is my very sophisticated numerical analysis. Right, anyway, my plan is to dismiss everyone, have a little pause while I create 1,000,000 duchies and give them out to people, because that way I can get the prestige boost. So there. Which is 26,000 down. And you've arrived there. Which, okay, so that's dismissed all troops. So, right. But I didn't even get to create any new titles, right. So what I'm going to do is create a bunch. I'll create the duchies and then I will see who wants them. It's a lot of duchies, but it's not even slightly denting my wealth, really. I mean, I might get down to the level of wealth that I had just immediately after finishing the crusade, a mere 79,000 or so. It feels like I've created more than 20, but probably not. Too many held duchies, minus 200 penalty. Right.
Everyone hates you hugely because you have too many duchies.
That's the one.
You could check what ones they desire.
That's the one that I was going to do.
Hells in the Land twice.
I'll sing that. Right, okay.
Sorry, Hells in the Land, yes.
Right.
Empires.
Yeah, you're not going to get empires off me, mate. So you're just generic too many held duchies. Alsace. Which means I've got to scroll past all the sodding duchies, the empires first. There's quite a lot of them. Right, you're just generically not my friend right now. You want Lancaster. Sorry, Lancaster. Yeah, that's very confusing because of course I can't give him empires.
No.
Right, you're the Baron of Middlesbrough. What? I've sorted by rank. Right.
Are you sure?
I tried to sort by rank. But the thing is, I don't want to change the sorting now. Because that... Right, you want Powys and Duquan. Okay. Powys I can understand. Duquan not so much. Let's try and give you that one first, not least because it's first in the list. And also it's harder to remember because Powys at least makes sense because it's in Wales. Ooh, get down to an only minus 150 penalty. Some of my vassals have a positive opinion of me. Ecumenical Patriarch doesn't have any duchies wanted. Leader of the Crimean Revolt can't get them either. Your Duke, let's just check you don't want anything though. Sicily doesn't want anything, nor does Mongolia, which is slightly surprising. You are generically too many held duchies. Kurdistan, Serbia. Ooh, a mere minus 86%. Exarch of Orissa loves me, even though.
These are 15 tons of duchies.
Yeah, so Khiva, Ember, Tree, and Pamir. Right. Tree. Ember was one, wasn't it? Khiva and Pamir. That is one extremely happy.
Vassal transfer plus 140, granted it's county plus 160.
Right, Pope does not want any things. You are a random Duchess that I couldn't transfer to anyone. Thuringia. You just generally don't like me to tell you. Exarch of Abyssinia. Socotra and Mudar. Mudar. Socotra. Ooh, he now quite likes me. Bulgaria. Estegon. So how is that? Desires, yeah, so that's actually desires Dutch. Duchy of Estegon. Biotica, you want an empire, you're not gonna get it, mate. You won't get it. You want the Empire of Francia, lol, no. Crimea, you want empires. Maghreb. Duchy of Bornu is the only thing I can give you there. Oh, I can't even give you that.
That seems to have done something to Waldron.
Yes. Oh god, I don't know what. Sicily. Mali. Nothing in particular. Ecumenical Patriarch. Songhay. Duchy of Songhay. now. Whatever. So Turingia, not got anything. Britain, not got anything. Mongolia, not astonishingly, not got anything. I am not convinced that the Ordering of the Sister stayed stable once I released that state from prison.
Make another pass through this,
Yeah.
which was very quick when no one wants it.
Exarch of Crimea. Serbia. No. I won't resort it, I'll just start at the top. Bulgar and Kazan. Yeah, that got me like 6,000 or something. Prestige. You want an empire? Lol, no. Ditto. We've definitely looked at Orissa. France, you say. You want an empire? Ha 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 ha. Right, you want Bornu. Right. You want the Empire of Britannia. You want the Empire of Hispania. And we are down to a mere minus 30 penalty for... Right. So... Scroll past... Just checking in case they want counties on things. I do seem to have a lot of dukes kicking around.
Yes.
But of course I suspect that's because I hold their vassalage, but their territory is in somebody else's kingdom. Despot of Lithuania, you want an empire. Crusade of Jerusalem, Sicily. Right, so let's now sort by inverse opinion and give out the remaining duchies to people that are miserable. Now we're down to just the usual problems that you can have with vassals. Right, so, Mr. Bond, let's just do a quick round of playing Release the Prisoner. Account of the fact that these people are cluttering up my dungeons, and I probably need some more space. So, Well, on general principles, let's see if we can go to war with the Byzantine Empire for anything good.
You've got a duchy claim.
I've got a claim on the Empire, but
Yes,
you know,
but not for yourself.
I know it's very
You have
disappointing.
a duchy claim on the Aegean Islands, so I can't remember if there was any good claimants.
Not that wasn't.
Well, there's at least male claimants, if not landed male claimants.
Yeah. Oops. Hang on. Let's first of all see if we can land him. Right. Now we can declare war for the Aegean Islands. Baron thingy. My vassal. Oh look, everyone and their pet stoat has been called into the war. Right, can we successfully blitzkrieg the Aegean Islands before the end of time? So
That's the Euro territory, of course,
Yeah.
not including yours.
that's it.
In fact,
That's
how it's actually only that little bit.
right. I know, it's frankly hilarious. Right, let's just
You can
mark.
probably walk in there.
Everyone can walk in there, more or less. The problem is you can't actually walk across that bit of the Aegean.
Okay. You can create it again and give it back.
I might wait.
Well, no, if you can create it multiple times, so much the better. You're slowly transferring prestige from the person who destroys it to you.
Yeah, but it's tedious. That's kind of... Okay, I might pause at the end and do another quick round of duchy creation for the
And if you can
Tunners.
find people who are happy to destroy duchies for you, that's excellent.
It's kind of true.
You just hurl the duchies back at them, then let them spend prestige destroying them.
What are you playing at, you daft buggers?
Well, possibly they don't want to give the duchies to anyone else, but they have a too many held duchies penalty now.
I guess. You're all weird. Here's my official position on this.
Well, that was a perfectly normal bishopric observation. Well, yet another duchy destruction.
Let's just assume that anywhere that's under siege is not a problem until it turns out that it is. Because otherwise, putting all my armies to sleep again is going to be quite tedious. You, let's actually put a siege leader in charge of this, It is one county effectively, so I can sort of more or less blitzkrieg it. Only quite slowly because it's got a 7.5 fort in it in like about 8 billion holdings. Oh no. Is that right? Yeah. A marriage offer. Random car, random courtier, accept. The problem is I can't take OSHA as a place name seriously because I've read too much about American OSHA violations. So, you know. What are we besieging here now? Oh, we're 3.54, let's assault that. Fine. Let's go and march you lot in there once again to tell you that you can try occupying that and you can try having it count towards your war score, but giant otters will certainly be involved. Let's send you back to port. So let's dismiss that fleet. Been attacked in Traianopolis by an idiot. Okay. That's nice, dear.
Crete still has some.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whether you can get there every time is another matter.
Oh, yes. Otter. Right, let's go and find this twit.
Might want to create those duchies now because you've only got a month to go.
It's true. Yes, the UI for that does seem to be very slightly broken. I do, of course, then probably need to give them away again, though.
Well, not unless you're planning to raise some armies in the next month. Just put it off till the end of the war. And you can give them away, because then they might get destroyed again and you get to create them a third time.
It's true.
But
This feels like even more gratuitous farming than letting people be confused about who's in a defensive pact.
well, it's not that you're merely transferring in that it costs your vassal 200 prestige to destroy the duchy.
Yes.
So, like, it's not really in their interest to do it if they can find something else to do.
That's certainly true. Right, embark you. Shove army all the way over there.
Bing, you have a peace offer.
Peace order. Right. Thingy gets whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Okay. One. You can go home to Bulgaria. You can go home to where are those? And you can go home to Serbia. Right, now I just have to play the game called Who else did I raise and where? Right, you lot can go home over there. Right. So right, now somewhere over here. So back to that view. Yes, all over here. You lot, instead of going down there, can now have a nice little meander over to there, although I seriously doubt you're going to get there before the end of time.
You create another title.
The 30th of December, let's create the Duchy of Moldavia.
Well, it's 200 more prestige.
It's true. Right. The Renaissance sweeps across Europe and the feudal era draws to a close. With a score of 462,855 points, you beat House Capet. House Capet. Quite a lot. Partly by discovering a couple of small bugs in the save and
just pretend you're playing a version before defensive packs were invented.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been even easier.
His descendants would be kings of France in 1066. Robert the Strong. Although by 1322 the main line would die out, cadet branches still ruled in 1337 as kings of France, Portugal, Naples, Hungary and Navarre. Cadet branches will also hold the duchies of Brittany, Burgundy, Bourbon, and Achaia. One further cadet branch would hold the dignity of Emperor as Latin Emperor of Constantinople, truly the greatest dynasty of Europe. Note that Normandy is stomped all over everything. Normally gives you a scrolling thing of which of your family got the most whatnot.
Seriously, it'll reach the 8th of January.
Yes, time is passing in the background.
Now you've got the scrolly thing theory.
Right, so William the Conqueror got nearly 3,000 prestige, which would seem a bit weedy except for his successor who snuffed it almost instantaneously. Cecilia's where we start going, that's where we start getting an empress.
And she becoming spectacular.
Yeah, she's got 15,000. And then we get Hubert, the Sword of the Blessed Virgin, who went on crusade when he was 2 and got 36, nearly 37,000 prestige. Basileus Beorhtwinner the Great with 28,000. Basileus Kyrillos is just not trying.
You did only get 4 years on the throne. Okay.
Then we get Brock the Hammer with 67,000. The Glorious only got about 1,000 prestige for each year he ruled. Basileus Abelet, the Sword of God, 93,000 for 59 years rule. That's
didn't get a
sure. Yeah, and Gariphilia the Confessor got 24,000. Yeah, Basileus Abelet, the Sword of God, definitely lived up to her name. I mean, Tryphon didn't do badly for just 8 years.
Okay, 64,000 prestige in 8 years. It's a fairly spectacular number.
Yes, I mean, Gariphilia would have been a bit better if she hadn't, unfortunately, lost 7,000 prestige in a freak going to war accident. Right. Well, let's.
That's the end of the House of Normandy.
That's the end of the House of Normandy.
Well,
So, obviously, at some point I need to play as a pagan Scandinavian of some sort. But even more obviously, I need to play as either Eleanor of Aquitaine or Athelflaed of Mercia. If I do Athelflaed of Mercia, I will probably do that artificially setting gender equality to be equal. Because I need her to be able to actually lead armies and stuff.
As a ruler, she can always lead armies.
Yeah, but I mean, and people to, not mess around. And whereas for Eleanor, I would do it the proper way, not using, not forcing gender equality on people. Anyway, so those are my next sort of hypotheses. According to the menu is hard.
Prestige has given up on K now and just says
1M.
I'm not quite sure how, given that you have the total score with only 500,000.
Yeah, not even quite 500,000. So, yes. Right. Good night.